Coming up on Mornings on the Hill, vaccines are coming to campus. Find out how you can get yours.
Syracuse students are going to see a 3% tuition increase beginning this fall.
Plus, SU has just released plans for this year's in-person graduation ceremony.
All that, plus your weather and orange sports, coming up on this edition of Mornings on the Hill.
Good morning, I'm Brendan Scanlon. Thanks for joining us for Mornings on the Hill.
And I'm Sally Walkup. Here's a look at some of the stories we'll be talking about in our second half hour. Governor Cuomo has expanded vaccine eligibility across the state. Our reporter, Ryan Clark, is live with how the new rules will impact Syracuse University. Ryan?
Thanks, Sally. Well, unless you know any Syracuse University students that are under the age of 16, every student here on campus is now eligible for a vaccine. And now the Vice Chancellor and the County Executive have both announced a new plan on how the young people in Syracuse are going to be vaccinated. For about a week, Syracuse University trolleys have had a new stop. A stop where you get a vaccine instead of just a ride to class. But both the Syracuse Vice Chancellor and the County Executive want a little bit more. J. Michael Haney says SU has already asked, and they want to make it a point to let students get their shots where they live and study.
We have now 3 separate times made it clear in writing to the state that Syracuse University is ready to be activated as a point of distribution for the vaccine.
The County Executive echoed Haney's comments, saying that he expects more vaccines to be available to the community come this afternoon. McMahon wants not only SU, but also other local colleges to become centers for vaccinations.
So we want to see what Syracuse University gets. We want to see what, talk to Lemoyne about who we can vaccinate there, ESF, and then we'll see where the cases are still going, and certainly we'll probably micro-target vaccine to where we see cases.
That micro-targeting might mean a vaccine clinic like the On Center to SU is sooner than expected. SU has almost 3 times the population of SUNY ESF, SUNY Upstate, and Lemoyne colleges combined. If an outbreak occurs like the one that sent SU students home during the fall semester, vaccine requirements might change near campus. And the Syracuse County Executive will host his 3rd annual State of the County address tonight at 6:30. County Executive McMahon plans on talking about the COVID crisis and how he can do differently to help vaccinate the youth and more people in the Syracuse community. We will continue to update you here on Mornings on the Hill with new details from the state of the county. Reporting live from Mornings on the Hill, I'm Ryan Clark.
Thank you, Ryan. SU has announced some price changes for fall 2021, including new tuition, housing, and meal plan costs. Adriana Rosas Rivera has the latest.
Thanks, guys. And while some universities are freezing tuition prices, SU has decided to implement an increase. And I talked to a couple students on campus who said that doing this during a pandemic is unfair.
Syracuse University education is about to get more expensive. The university announced a 3% increase in tuition for undergrads admitted in fall 2018 and after. Meal plans will increase by about 3% and housing by about 3.5%. This increase will take effect in the upcoming fall 2021 semester. SU Student Association President Justine Hastings said SA should be included in the conversation since this directly affects students.
But it's just very clear that, voices aren't being listened to in regards to this area. It's very disappointing.
SU undergrad Cristian Andino Borrero said students shouldn't have to pay higher prices for services they're forced to use, like freshman housing.
And for those freshmen that are in dorms, to some extent, there's also, they're forcing them to have to eat in dining halls, right? They don't have kitchens or anything like that. And so when you do that, there's not a lot of liberty for students to say, okay, let me choose the cheaper option possibly.
International graduate student Annie Cheng said increasing tuition while COVID-19 limits the academic experience is unfair.
and also some kind of facilities we cannot use right now, but the tuition if keep increasing, that's not pretty fair for the people who are studying now or who will came here to studying for the future.
SU also increased their financial aid commitment by 7% or $307 million. This is the largest aid commitment to date, according to SU's press release. With a record high number of applicants for fall 2021, SU will have to wait and see if this increase affects the number of students that commit to be Forever Orange.
And SA President Hastings has submitted a proposal to the Board of Trustees requesting that the SA has a vote on this board, and that would allow them to influence future tuition price changes. We should be finding out around May if this proposal has been accepted or denied. For Mornings on the Hill, I'm Adriana Rosas Rivera. Back to you.
Thanks, Adriana. The deadline to submit nominations for the 2021 Chancellor's Award has been extended. Nominations are now due this Friday. You must submit nominations through an online form on the Shaw Center website. The award will be presented at the One University Awards ceremony on April 23rd.
Chancellor Syverud announced that commencement will be in person this year, but whether guests can attend remains unknown. Reporter Doug Cortez joins us live with students' concerns. Doug?
That's right, Sally. Students are happy that commencement is in person this year, but they're worried about which family members they will bring, if any, and they're also concerned about the skyrocketing hotel prices as we get closer to the end of May.
I wish that my whole family could be at my graduation. My grandfather graduated here in 1953, and it would be so nice to have him there, but since it's a limited amount of people, that may not happen.
In an email sent out yesterday, the university said commencement will be in person, college convocations will be held virtually, and the class of 2020 will have an in-person graduation in September. For senior Lexi Linton, her concern is the price of hotels, which typically go up as the date of graduation gets closer.
The prices of the hotels are so expensive that it's going to make it really difficult for a lot of families to even afford to come up for graduation because those hotel prices are going to be really, really high.
The last in-person commencement was in 2019, over 600 days ago. Senior Sam Tagger is hoping this year's ceremony can be one last celebration.
I think that would be the best way that we can celebrate, I think, because that's going to be a lot of our last time seeing some of our friends. So I think that would be really nice to be able to celebrate the end of our college career like that all together.
The school is still awaiting guidance from the New York State Health Department. It says they will have more clarity about which guests can come when they have more information. For now, reporting live in Syracuse, Doug Cortez, Mornings on the Hill.
Thank you, Doug. Coming up here on Mornings on the Hill, the first candidates for Student Association President and Vice President have announced their candidacy in the upcoming election.
Plus, we saw sunshine and warm weather yesterday, but will the rest of the week be the same? Stay tuned.
Well, we had a great day of weather yesterday, but will that last for the rest of the week? Maya Lockett is live with the latest on the weather outside. Maya?
Showers is coming one day earlier. I guess you can say this is our first April Fool's joke. As you can see, there is a high chance of rain throughout the day. Good morning, Syracuse. Good morning, Syracuse. I know that you were probably enjoying that springtime weather yesterday, posting your life is good Instagram pictures, but don't put away those umbrellas just yet. April showers is coming one day earlier, and this will be our first April Fool's joke. As you can see, there is a high chance of rain throughout the day, but we will have mild temperatures for most of the evening, down to the low 30s by tonight. Let's take a look at the rest of the week. The National Weather Service has issued a winter storm watch for April Fool's Day. And no, it is not an April Fool's joke. The heavy, wet snow can make driving treacherous and weigh down trees and power lines, enough to cause power outages. But the snow will not last long. As you can see, on Friday, we will have cloudy skies with only a 23% chance of rain. And by Saturday, we will be back to sunny skies and temperature in the 50s. And on Sunday, we will see a high of 55 throughout the day, with temperatures dropping to 36 degrees by the night. The snow will begin to fall around midnight, and by the morning, we will possibly have 5 inches of snow. So please wear your winter coats and drive safe. But do not worry, the good news is that the snow will melt faster than it fell. And just by this weekend, we will be able to enjoy the sunny skies, wear our sunglasses, and get some vitamin C. I'm Maya Lockett for NCC News.
Thanks, Maya. We're definitely looking forward to that vitamin C. Dr. Damon Williams released his report on where Syracuse University stands on issues of diversity, equity, and inclusion. According to the report, many students disapprove of the job SU has done. 50% of LGBTQIA, 59% of African Americans, 44% of Hispanics, and 79% of students with disabilities are dissatisfied with SU's diversity and inclusion efforts. In the report, Dr. Williams says, quote, "The university has this opportunity to step forward and lead its peers and the nation into a brighter future of equity, diversity, accessibility, and inclusion. There is no better time than now to respond to this research and the issues it has raised, the weak areas and the strengths, and to take the mantle of responses that it now holds," end quote.
As the academic year winds down, it's time to elect next year's Student Association president and vice president. Just last week, one running pair announced their candidacy. Our Natalie Fahmy has the story. Natalie?
Thanks, Sally. Now, sophomore David Bruin announced his candidacy alongside junior Darnell Stinfort, and they both have a lot of issues that are important to them, but most of all, they say they want to make a difference.
Bruin and Stinfort decided to run for SA president and vice president to move this campus forward, their campaign slogan being, "Change starts with all of us." Bruin says if elected, he hopes he can make ideas become reality.
And at the very least, if they don't, start the conversation so that future leaders can continue that fight.
Stinfort says they are running on a platform with bold ideas and will govern that way.
We're not promising that they will happen, but I think just aiming for the stars is basically what we're trying to do and to see how far we get.
Bruin says as a part of those bold actions, they plan for their first move to be environmental.
For SU to go carbon neutral by 2026, and as a part of that, SA to go carbon neutral by next year.
Stinfort and Bruin both say, most importantly, they want to hear from students.
Just to hear the different perspectives, because our problems or what we see is a problem on campus for most students could be like, okay, it's not that big of a deal. This is a bigger issue that we want to address more.
You don't even know that the student government here exists, or you don't feel like it's engaging you, or you don't feel like it's leading effectively on certain issues. Please talk to us.
And they say if elected, they will prioritize their issues based on the feedback they get from students.
We really want to hear from students. Like SA is for students.
You can leave them feedback on their website, which can be found on their Instagram page, DDSA_2021. And you can also keep an eye on their campaign at that page. Reporting live on campus for Mornings on the Hill, I'm Natalie Fahmy.
Thanks, Natalie. University Union is hosting an in-person concert on campus for the first time since the beginning of the pandemic. It will also be the first concert featuring all SU student musicians. The concert will take place this Saturday in Goldstein Auditorium and will be live streamed on YouTube. In-person capacity will be limited, but you can enter a raffle to win a free seat. Just go on to University Union's Twitter handle.
Also on Mornings on the Hill, with lawmakers approving legal marijuana use, one community educator is working to inform the youth about smoking and its effects. Troy.
Governor Andrew Cuomo, along with other New York State leaders, mutually agreed to legalize marijuana for recreational use to adults 21 and older. This agreement is groundbreaking and will fulfill the promise that plans to expand medical marijuana programs within the state.
How do we get the information out to those individuals who do see this as kind of moving forward?
The Prevention Network of Central New York and their community education coordinator, Keen Treese, says informing kids about substance abuse at a younger age gives room for them to understand the long-term effects of using marijuana.
So as we talk to like youth and stuff like that, we start there, stating if you're going to start that early, obviously it can become something that becomes addictive down the road.
Treese also sees this as a benefit for adults who found themselves in trouble in the past due to marijuana.
I think it brings a lot of individuals out from under that weight of kind of that the justice system for minor drug offenses and stuff like that. I mean, if you can expunge those records, hopefully they can get other opportunities.
Understanding what you are using is Treese's most important message to those who plan to use once legal, since marijuana has gotten stronger and stronger over the years.
That it's not kind of your parents or your grandparents' weed that they were used to in the 60s and 70s and even the 90s. So just knowing how that can affect you.
Troy Rose from Mornings on the Hill.
Coming up on Mornings on the Hill, find out which Syracuse basketball players have entered the transfer portal. That and the latest in SU sports when we come back.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. I'm Michael Cortez and welcome to your morning sports update. The Syracuse men's lacrosse team had a top 5 matchup last week against number 2 Duke, where the Orange fell short in a thriller. Duke came out strong in this one, leading the Orange at one point by 7 goals, but that didn't stop the Orange from mounting a comeback in the second half. Chase Scanlon helped the second half surge and finished the game with 4 goals and 1 assist. The Orange mounted a comeback, scored 5 straight goals in the second half, and took the lead. But the Blue Devils' attack were too much for the Orange as Duke wins 15-14. Sticking with lacrosse, where the Syracuse women's lacrosse team had better luck against Virginia Tech, the top-ranked Orange continued their undefeated season in the game against the Hokies. The Orange dominated the game. It was the Megan shows. Both Megan Carney and Megan Tyrell scored 10 of the team's 17 goals. Megan Tyrell had 6 goals and 2 assists for the Orange. Megan Carney got her new career high against Virginia Tech when she netted 6 goals for SU. The Orange continue with a 0 in the loss column and beat Virginia Tech 17-10. Syracuse faces undefeated UNC on Saturday. No, this is not an early April Fool's joke. Football is back. And by football, I mean spring football. It's already that time of year to get the helmets and pads on in Syracuse as they kick off the spring football season as of yesterday. It's officially underway, and Coach Dino Babers talked about the Orange, how the Orange are getting ready for the season.
It is entirely a brand new day. Things that go on now with transfer portals, I think you're hearing with the basketball team and all around the country, the teams change drastically from year to year. So if we had went 10-1 to say that we were going to go 13-0 because we went 10-1 last year would not be true. And based off of our record last year, it's going to have nothing to do with what we do with this year's team. And it really is a new day. And carpe diem, we need to seize the day. I think we had a very good morning practice.
From the start of a season to the end of another one, the Syracuse men's basketball team lost to Houston on Saturday to knock them out of the NCAA tournament. Mornings on the Hill reporter Matt Majinski explains how the Orange are now experiencing a different type of loss.
Well, they say that bad things happen in threes, and that's exactly what's happened for Syracuse basketball. Kadari Richmond, Robert Braswell, and John Bolajak all deciding to enter their names into the transfer portal. And while Syracuse is expected to hit the transfer market, those 3 players will all be big losses. Richmond was perhaps the most surprising player to enter his upside. The freshman averaged over 6 points and 3 assists per game, but was the 6th man on the team and provided defense off the bench. Braswell came on as of late, scoring 7 points on 4 of the last 5 games after doing it just once in the previous 19 games. And Bolajak wasn't a rotation player, but at 6'10", he will knock the Orange down one big man. Busted Bracketology's Matt Carner offered possible reasons for these transfers.
Short bench definitely doesn't help. The style of play may not be the best and the most suitable for guys who are coming in and who might be looking to continue and build that career in professional basketball, because you're not going to see this type of zone or anything else like that. So that could be leading to it. But I also think they know and they've seen in the past what Jim Boeheim has been able to produce.
Now, all three players do have the option to return to Syracuse, but Jim Boeheim offering a statement thanking them for their contributions. And on the women's side, it's a little bit more hectic. 10 players in all have decided to transfer, namely Emily Engstler and Kiara Lewis, two players that averaged double digits in scoring this past season. So Quentin Hillsman will have a lot on his plate. Matt Majinski, Mornings on the Hill.
Wishing the best to all those players, no matter where they end up. And that will do it for sports this morning. Brendan, now back to you.
Thanks, Michael. Still to come on Mornings on the Hill, Adam Klepp gives us an inside look at the 22nd annual Prism Concert tonight. Stay with us.
Welcome back. The Prism Concert series returns to Syracuse University tonight in a virtual format after being canceled in 2020. Adam Klepp has all the latest on the acts and how to tune in. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning. Put on annually by the Setner School of Music, the Prism Concert Series highlights the best musical acts SU has to offer. While it's the 22nd annual concert, this is the first one taking place virtually. The 22nd annual Prism Concert Series is happening tonight, highlighting the best musical talent Syracuse University has to offer.
Syracuse artists and a cappella groups, so they all go to Syracuse University. We have two a cappella groups, Main Squeeze and Auto Tunes. We have some other solo artists, Zaida, Jada, Bree, who does some R&B stuff. So yeah, we have a lot of different acts, and it's pretty diverse, just genre wise. But I'm really excited to see it all come together.
And while it is virtual, the concert will have a live event feel.
Zoom, you can have people in the comments commenting, and you can see people's faces when they're clapping or reacting to the music you're making. So I think that was between the both of us, the biggest thing that we wanted was just sense of community.
That's going to do it for Mornings on the Hill today.